Good morning, YouTube. So essentially I wanted to make a video about honesty. For some reason it's been called on my heart to make a video about honesty because I feel a lot of people would get a lot further in their manifesto if they were super honest about what it is they even really wanted with themselves, right? So the reason what brought me to this point is I took an acting class, and this acting class was called the Meisner Technique. And in the Meisner Technique, you're essentially going up on stage and acting truthfully. You're not lying, and you don't have lines, okay? Eventually you get lines once you learn to act truthfully, but until then you're basically just keeping it real with people. Can y'all get away from each other? People will go up on stage, and the first thing that came to your mind, you had to be honest, right? So if someone came up and they were weird, you'd have to be like, it's weird, you know, and then they would repeat back to you, it's weird, you know. That's essentially how it went, is a repeating thing. So essentially not only would you hear something truthful about yourself, but you'd have to repeat it. And so many people would be freaked out because they'd have to go on stage, and whatever they as themselves presented to the world would be called out on it. I'm telling y'all, people would pay $300 for this acting, and you would not see them after they've been called out on something, to me, very, very micro, okay? Very micro. They would leave and they'd be like, oh no. So essentially, I had realized that America has a truth problem. So essentially, the first class you get there, and the teacher is basically going to let you know that in this world, you have been conditioned. You have been conditioned to be super honest. In this world, you have been conditioned to be super dishonest. Dishonest about how you really feel about people. Dishonest with your disposition. You know, if you're feeling bad and someone asks you how you're doing, good. You know, you've been conditioned to lie. So essentially, in that conditioning of lying, bitch, you don't lie to yourself up out of your dreams. Did you know that? Out of your dreams. When you lie to yourself, you're lying to yourself, and you're talking yourself out of your goals, your dreams, and your vision, right? Something on a micro level. Micro. It feels micro to people. Cars. You want a Mercedes Benz, but then you hear all these people like, no, they cost a lot and the parts are super expensive. But if you were super honest with yourself along your journey about what you really want to do, what you really want to be doing, you would know it requires work and honesty. Honesty that, yes, this is an expensive car, and yes, I might have to work a little bit extra to push the wheel. A lot of people don't have that honesty. You know, a lot of people want certain people, places, and things, but because that honesty has been so tainted by our conditioning, you lie to yourself. You fucking liar. You fucking liars. Oh my gosh, I just have realized I'm just around a bunch of fucking liars. Liars about what they really want out of life because of work, because of doing the brutal, honest work. Okay? Honesty. The reason why I really wanted to make this video is because I'm actually going to turn this YouTube channel into a fitness channel about what I really want to see in my own life, in hopes that you guys go after what the fuck you really want in yours. I don't want to lie to myself. Like, I was in that class and I was like, you know what? Like, it wasn't anything crazy. Like, I would get up there and like people would just be like, you're a bitch, you're a bitch, you're a bitch. So I had to like kind of get used to that, because before the class, if someone called me that, it's just like, where has your social conditioning got you? Like, you're supposed to lie and say I'm nicer. You know what I mean? So I had to be honest with myself about a lot of things, right? And I realized I'm gonna help y'all be honest about what the fuck you want too. We're going down this honest journey. Yay! So, in that honesty, what the fuck you really want? You can have it, and you can be it. Do you know? You just have to be honest. And I mean, like, brutal, honest. I don't give a fuck who's around you. I don't care what religion, morality you got attached to you. I don't care. Sometimes you really have to say F it and go after what you really want, and be so detail oriented, be so work oriented that no one or anything can stop you. You understand? Okay, so what do you need to be honest about? And let's go and work towards that so we can be that. You guys have no idea how many people, because of purpose lying, it's become very, like, micro lying, it's become macro lying. Do you understand? It's not like you guys have to understand, like, y'all are mean to people and feel depressed and weird because you're not honest. I know. And whether that honesty comes with work, bitch, obviously it depends on whether you're going to do it or not. You must be honest and you must get this work done. I know it's hard. I know there's shit you're going to have to be like, oh my gosh, I did it my own way. Yeah, you're going to have to write that down, dude. I might have been in my own way. Whether it's your fault or not, whether it's anyone else's fault. You know, and that's what's crazy. It's because, like, it's never anyone else's fault. Once you get down to the real nitty grit of everything, you realize, damn, y'all just been talking while I gotta do, and this don't mean shit. Do you understand? So you're gonna realize you've been hindered by a lot of niceness, a lot of fake nice, a lot of weird dishonesty. Okay? Like, I couldn't even tell you how many people I've encountered on my journey before even realizing what I really wanted. How many people you could tell were mad at me because of the dishonesty in their life? You're mad at me because you're not honest about the type of car you really want to drive, the house you really want to live in, where you really want to be. You're mad at me? You're not mad at me. You're mad at your fucking selves. I have just been the decoy. And you. If people have been mad at you. Okay, this is messing with my lashes. If people have been mad at you, they have been looking for a decoy. When you cannot be honest with yourself, you're going to look for someone to be mad at. You're going to look for someone, you're going to look for a decoy. Whether that decoy is supposed to actually help you up out of your dishonesty, or whether that decoy just keeps you in that dishonesty. You know what I'm saying? We got to be honest about the nail color, and I know that honesty also comes, can you get away from each other? When it comes to honesty, it's a lot more harder than people think it is. You know what I mean? And that's why honesty really is, in which I mentioned, attached to work. You got to be honest about the work it requires to get exactly what you want, and you cannot be scared of it. You cannot be scared of honesty. You cannot be scared of what it takes and requires of you in this time. People are going to be scared of the work. People, like, that's why people, like, they want to be, like, social media famous, but they don't want to post all the time. Do you have to be honest about your habits? You guys have to understand how much you've been in your way. And that's why I can't talk about people. I can't argue with people. Because once I get down to the nitty gritty, if I'm being honest, this is little to what the big, like, are y'all gonna do the sit-ups for me? Nah, you're not. So everything that you require and come with, if it's not truthful, helpful in any way, it must go, and you cannot focus on it. So a lot of the stuff that you've been focused on, you got to know, does it resonate with your future self, or has it been resonating with the past dishonest self, or the present dishonest self? There's a lot to be said about honesty, because it's actually the key factor in why you probably ain't got all the shit you want. Yeah. Honesty needs to be used. Honesty needs to be used in every subject of your life. Love, money, family, friends, spirituality, yourself. You are going to need a lot of honesty. And that's why people, because this is going to be on my fitness channel, that's why a lot of people ain't hit those goals yet. Those fitness goals you've been trying to long time achieve, you ain't achieved them. Why? Because you're still you're not honest. And I want to help you be honest, because I've been honest with myself easily and simply when it comes to fat. Say you've always envisioned yourself super slim, super skinny, dabby, okay? Grab your arm fat, grab your stomach fat. Do you got work to do? That's all I want to know. I don't care how you feel. Grab it. Grab what's real. Have you been hitting your goals? Feel it. Shake it. See it. Do you got cellulite? Be honest. Is your body doing meal? Can you grab that? Then your body's been lying to you. If you've been trying to look like this, but you can grab this, but you think you're okay, your body's been lying to you. You've been lying to yourself. Your body ain't been lying to you. You've been lying to yourself. Do you got money? Can you? No, you got work to do. Have you been honest? Okay, you got a lot of men hitting you up, a lot of women hitting you up. Are they marriage material? Be honest. Like, you could get so far being honest. And I'm talking about brutally honest, bitch. I'm talking like, oh my gosh. That's why, like, I'm glad when certain people come out and it's like so groundbreaking because they're so truthful. Y'all like your dishonesty. It keeps you comforted at night. Honesty keeps you comforted. Or your dishonesty keeps you comforted. Like, if you really want red nails, but you feel like they just stand out so much that it just doesn't mesh with your confidence, what the fuck does that do for you? So you're gonna get blue, white tip because red is just too confident? You're not gonna be honest with yourself that maybe you just might be a little spicy? I know that was a micro level, but it was just like, or yeah, micro. But it's like, be honest. Be honest with everything. Honest, honest, honest. When you see that person lie, when you see that person is dishonest, check in your brain, because you ain't lying to yourself. Like, I'm sorry I wanted you to be so damn perfect, but you're a liar. I'm gonna be honest with myself. No, I can't date you. You got work to do. I'm gonna be honest with myself. No, I can't kick it. I gotta work out because this body ain't where I want it to be. I'm gonna be honest with myself. The place is dirty. I don't like it. It doesn't bring creative. I gotta clean. Just being honest. No, I didn't like how you talked to me. I felt like if you're a little bit happier, it would have been different. I'm just being honest. Honesty will save you. And I'm not talking about, oh, I'm cussing a lot. I'm cussing. I'm calling everyone out. I'm honest. Boom, boom, I'm a straight shooter. Honesty don't work for anybody but you. Yeah, y'all ain't know that. So I don't give a fuck who y'all being honest about. I don't care who you're being honest about if it ain't with you. And it ain't you with me. If y'all, I don't give a fuck. Because not only are you hindering yourself, you're going to hinder me. You're going to bring me back into that weird social conditioning that I've been spiritually and educatedly brought out of. You're not going to do it. I don't care. That's what, and you know what's great about honesty? Is once you are really honest, for real, nobody can tell you shit. When you are so honest with yourself, nobody can tell you nothing that you didn't already honestly tell yourself the night before. It don't matter when it happened, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when those girls called me a B-word, I was struck back because I thought I was a nice person, but I was like, no, there's something about me that is bitchy. I must be honest. So when I got back on stage and another girl wanted to call me a bitch, I was like, at that time, it's just like, I'm a bitch. And girl didn't know what to do. She was like, yeah, you're a bitch, and I did not get this far. I thought you would crumble. I thought that would hurt you. Yeah, I know, because a little bit, like, people think a little bit of honesty, especially when you're honest with yourself, is going to hurt you. Bitch, be completely honest. Do not hold nothing. Be honesty. And now I'm not talking about being bitch honest, like, oh my gosh, that girl's skirt. That honesty don't get us nowhere. But honesty, like, dang, that person looks like they got some shit I gotta work on. I know I got some shit to work on. Maybe this won't be a good match. Honesty. That person represents my past. I'm going this way. Honesty. I really want to go this way, and I really want to go in I just want to achieve the greatest shit possible. Honesty. And there's no harm in none of that. What harm is lying, being low vibrational because you chose to be dishonest. That's the harm. That's the foul. I can get around anyone because of just the honesty that I allow myself. Okay, I can get around anyone. Let me talk a couple of sentences. Let me hear a couple of sentences, and I can tell when someone's being dishonest. Completely. It just has that ring that I've heard so much on stage. Like, I'm not going to bring in, like, because to me, like, I instantly kind of wanted to talk about my father, God, and bring him in the spirituality, but I feel like that's going to be a different video, because when it comes to God and spirituality and the nudges you be getting, oh, honesty is just on a whole different level. But I'm bringing it down to me and you, simple as put, honesty. I don't want y'all leaving this video lying still, okay? I would rather you go outside and the next person who asks you, hey, how's your day going? Bitch, it sucks. Yours? That makes life exciting. And that person can actually go home and be like, man, I asked this girl how her day was. She was like, bitch, that's what she said to me. You need to be that honest that your day is so creative and fun and interesting because of your responses and how honest they are. And you'll make others, you know, you're just a whole around honest ball, and I love it. Honesty. Ricky, honestly, shut your ass up. You know, it's beautiful. It sets the soul free. Like, people don't like when people overline. I love it. Makes my lips big and juicy. I love overlining. I'm honest. Yeah, honest. I just feel so free. You can't say nothing because I'm honest. Oh, I took the power, bitch. You can't say nothing that I don't imagine already know, because I've just done the work of that brutal honesty. This means leaving this video, choosing the exact color. I mean, if you don't got the money for the shit that you're like, okay, I'm honest. Okay, I want this, I want that. Girl, work. Get everything you want. Man, work. Handle your stuff. Work, 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 work. I said me do me dirt, 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 dirt. Work. Work. Honesty. Work. Honesty and work. Honesty and work. Work and honesty, baby. That's gonna get you far. God is first, but you put honesty and work behind that, you are a moving force. Ain't no one can say nothing. Ain't no one can say nothing. You gotta be honest about the shit. And that's why, like, you know, narcissists are created because they're one of those people who do not like honesty. Like, they will gaslight you out of honesty. They will, like, and I'm telling you, that's why you always got to be up here, because as soon as you even being gaslighted at what you already know, because you up here, been up here, no one can hurt, no one can lie to you. No one can gaslight you. You ain't gonna question if you're being gaslighted, because you know what? I don't even lie to myself like this. Why would I let you do that to me? You wouldn't. You fucking wouldn't. You just gonna realize that it's gonna hurt to cut this person out. But I don't like liars, and you're not gonna lie to me. You're gonna have to get the liars up out. Liars up without, out yourself. And I guess I wondered why it took God sending, you know, people being so honest on YouTube, people giving you guys advice about honest things, especially like Kevin Samuels, Sprinkle Lady. Why does it take them to realize you guys have been like a little, like, you didn't know that man wasn't treating you good when obviously he could pay for you to eat? That man can't do much for you to eat. He can't even buy you shoes on your feet. Yeah, you love him. You gonna do all that for him. Yeah, you been shopping for him, doing. Why does it take so much advice for you to be honest? Why does it take, like, you guys are on YouTube watching countless of videos instead of just being like, wait, you know what? There's this weird stomach feeling and fucking side about this person. They don't treat me right. They don't get me flowers. I don't even know if they care if I ate today. Why aren't y'all being like, what? It took honesty from someone else on YouTube for you to realize the dishonesty in your life? No, it don't. It don't. You have to be very honest about your needs too. Needs. Because if you have a need, you might talk to this dude who might not give you a lot, but your need is love. You know what I mean? You have to be honest about who you are. And then incorporate ways where you feel that same love, minus the dishonesty. It should not take you guys multitude of gurus on YouTube, multitude of videos for you guys to see the dishonesty and where it's been placed and how it's acted out in your life.